Hi everyone, my name is Megan Coupeau and I'm a teen volunteer at Bentonville Public Library. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to do calligraphy, which is perfect as we approach the holiday season because you can use it for your Christmas cards, your gift tags, and just lots of other fun things, and you'll be sure to impress whoever you are giving a gift to. So let's get started. So today the materials you're going to need are lots of paper, and when you pick your paper I recommend picking one that is really smooth and doesn't really have a lot of texture to it. The smoother paper will just make your calligraphy look smoother and overall a lot cleaner, and you'll probably be a lot happier with the results. And then you'll also need lots of markers. So for beginners I recommend starting out with the old-fashioned Crayola markers, and they're just really nice in kind of like teaching you how to do the strokes, and it really makes you think about what you're doing. And then as you progress and get better at calligraphy, you can either keep using those if you really like them, or you can get fancy and use the Tombow dual brush pens or the Tombow Fudenosuke pens. There's lots of other options out there, but these are some of my favorite brush markers meant for calligraphy, and they're just really smooth and guide your letters well, and I really like them. So there's lots of options, but today we are going to just be using the Crayola markers in specific. Alright, so we are going to start today by learning upstrokes and downstrokes. This is probably one of the most important parts of calligraphy and kind of like the foundation of it, so it's just important that you have it mastered before you move on to anything else. So you're probably asking me now, what are upstrokes and downstrokes? Well, if you look at this word that I have right here, all of these thinner lines are called the upstrokes, and these are just every time that I move my marker up. And then the downstrokes are all of the thicker lines, and that's just every time that I'm moving my marker down. So to create these upstrokes, you want to make sure you have really light pressure on your marker, and then when you do the downstrokes, you want to have really heavy pressure with your marker. So in order to start practicing this, you want to make sure that you have the right grip on your marker. So have it angled towards your paper, and then with the Crayola markers you really have to look because the tip kind of tends to bend. So you want to have the sharpest point of it facing towards your paper. This will just help you create thinner lines and make it more clean and even. So after every letter you're probably going to have to stop and adjust your grip and make sure the tip is facing the right way. And I know this probably seems kind of tedious and annoying, but I promise you it's worth it. It'll just make it look so much better, and it also teaches you to really stop and like pay attention to what you're doing, and that's really important in calligraphy because good calligraphy cannot be rushed and it takes a lot of time and effort, so it's important to just really focus on it, and stopping after every letter helps you make sure that you're really paying attention to it. So once you have your right grip, you can start practicing the upstrokes and downstrokes. So just begin by using your really light pressure and moving your marker up. And then once you practice those a lot, you can practice your downstrokes, and you're going to want a lot heavier pressure, and you'll get these really nice thicker lines. So just keep practicing those until you feel like you have the hang of it, and then you're ready to move on. Alright, so now we're going to learn about your excite letters, your ascending letters, and your descending letters. So these are basically just terms for how to classify the letters of the alphabet, and I'm going to help show you that today through this little chart that I made. You can make one at home if you feel it would help you, or you can just watch. And so I just have this little chart here with these 4 lines, and your excite letters are going to be in this line. Your ascending letters are in this line and go up, and then your descending letters are in this line and go down. So your excite letters are going to be anything from A to C, and obviously X. And then your ascending letters can be anything from B, D, and H. Your descending letters can be anything from G to J, and Y. So that's basically it for your X-height letters, your ascending letters, and your descending letters. So like I said, you can make this chart at home and practice if you want, but this will basically just help you get all of your letters in like a straight line. But as you get more advanced, you can kind of play around with this, and all your letters really don't have to be in a straight line like this, and you can kind of make your calligraphy more bouncy and just like find your own style. So that's basically it for that, and now we're going to move on to practicing this. Alright, so once you feel like you've mastered your upstrokes and downstrokes and feel pretty comfortable with letter height, you can start practicing your cursive alphabet. So you can print out a little chart of all the cursive letters and just kind of trace over them, or you can just write them all out, which is what I'm going to do today. So let's get started. Now that you've had plenty of practice with your upstrokes and your downstrokes and just practicing the alphabet until you feel like you really have that down, you can start putting together these letters and form lots of words. So in honor of the holiday season, I'm going to show you how to put together some holiday words. So make sure, like I said earlier, have your right grip, and then just take your time and you can start doing some words. So here I'm going to write joy, and you just want to really take your time and make sure you have those thin upstrokes and thicker downstrokes. So connecting the letters really isn't too complicated, but it does take some practice, and sometimes even I still struggle with it. So you just got to keep working at it until you really feel like you're comfortable with it and are happy with the results. So another one is season's greetings. So you can just keep practicing, make some fun holiday words, and like I said, just take your time and really pay attention to those upstrokes and those downstrokes. And you can apply this to your Christmas cards or just really anything that's fun, and you'll really impress whoever you are giving something to. So calligraphy is perfect for the holiday season, and honestly, I kind of use it like probably almost every day. It just makes whatever you do have a little extra touch to it, and it makes everything look really nice. So I'm gonna practice putting together some more words, and I'll come back when I'm done. So I took some time and I practiced putting my letters together to create some fun words, and this is what I came up with. So up here I used a Tombow Fudenosuke pen just to show the other options and how they all have different effects. Like these create really thin lines, but for the rest of them I used the Crayola markers since that's what we've been working with. And you can keep it really simple, or you can do some really fun things. Like on this one, I did a little black outline around it, and that just makes it fancier and takes it to a whole nother level. But obviously you don't have to do that, and both ways look great. It's really no right or wrong way to do your calligraphy. It's just your own personal preference and style. And to create that, you just have to keep practicing and just have patience with it. So that's about it. You can do fun little doodles with it, and you can use this to make some fun cards for your friends and family that I'm sure they'll appreciate a lot and cherish forever. But yeah, just keep practicing and don't get frustrated, don't give up. You'll do great, and I'm sure you'll figure out how to make some beautiful calligraphy. So thank you so much for watching today. I hope you had lots of fun and learned plenty of new things. So have a great holiday season and have fun creating.